All right, guys, so we have our first breakdown. So this truck sat for a very long time, and on the test drive, there was a little bit of a hesitation up on the high range, but it kind of went away, and it really wasn't a huge deal. We figured there was probably a little more water in the lines, and just it was going to eventually clean up. Well, basically, this is a filter before the filter, and yeah, it was slowly clogging up. I think algae and whatever else that was in those fuel tanks. They did clean the fuel tanks out, and I think this was just residuals. I ended up checking checking this filter again later that week, and basically everything was cleared up and totally fine again. But yeah, it was a simple fix. It wasn't as simple as you may think to find somebody to help me fix it. I called around and I ended up getting a hold of a guy that they say is a Cummins guru. And I'm really, really excited that this even happened, because now I have a really, really good contact for any further problems that this thing may have. So after a full week of work, I was able to take off and go get something that I've always wanted, man. I've always wanted my own trailer. I'm really excited to be able to do something like this. I sold that gray truck, man, to buy my success, to buy my freedom, to buy my success now, not later. That's all it boils down to. For me to be able to own my semi truck, have the title to it, and be able to get a 2021 Mack flatbed, I mean, that's just big to me. And be able to run my own numbers. I don't know about you guys, but I never thought I'd see the day that I'd be doing anything like this. I know to some people, it looks like I made a big mistake by selling my truck, but to me, I'm happy every single day. I feel very different. It's just very exciting. But as I got to this point, I felt like I was on cloud 9. I was super happy that the sun was out. The truck was running good. I was cruising through the mountains all fine. And then I started to realize I don't have the cashier's check that I'm supposed to give to this guy. Oh, man. Thank God this guy was super, super cool with me and understanding. Dan, if you're watching this, I really appreciate you for understanding. Oh, man, I just had so much going on in my brain that the last thing I was thinking about was the most important thing that I should have been thinking about. But hey, man, by the way, guys, Dan really took care of this trailer. Like, this trailer looks like I picked it up from a dealer. Like, everything that he did to this trailer is pretty much everything I would have done to the trailer. We're going to do some upgrades right away, and I'll show you guys eventually what we're going to do. I already got parts ordered, and the trailer is going to get dropped off. And there's a couple things that we got to do before we put her to work.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night beneath the mistletoe. It's cold outside, 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 outside. It's cold outside, outside, outside. Cold outside,
So I'm about to do what I think is a pretty simple project. It really shouldn't take me very long. I haven't done it before, but I need a way for chains to hang up and be separated, and the binders to be separated inside my box without laying them in the box. So I'm gonna make a chain mount, I guess you can say. So I went to the store, hardware store, found this flat bar of steel, and the chains can lay on top of this. And I'll show you guys in a second how, what I'm thinking. And then I don't have the right material for the spacing. Like, if I had the choice, I would go to a steel shop. There's a steel place in Portland, but they're closed on Saturday. So this is what I have, a piece of angle to like have my spacing. It's not exactly what I want. It's a little too short, but I think it'll do just fine. And like I said, I'll show you guys kind of what I'm gonna do as I go. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut 3 pieces out of this. I'm gonna have one piece kind of like going like this. One piece is gonna go something like that. Here, let me show you guys. So I'll cut it there, and I'm gonna do a piece here and a piece on the end. So basically my idea is I need a mounting point here. I need a separation point here, between the chains and the binders. And then I need another mounting point here. So it'll just be mounted up with 3 bolts. And then basically how I showed you guys, how this is gonna go is it's gonna go like this. It's gonna kind of go like this. I'm gonna have to weld that up on this end, and then on this end I'm gonna drill a hole basically. I know this is kind of hard to understand, but I'm gonna drill a hole in here, and this is how it's gonna mount into the box. And then here I'm gonna weld a bead here and weld a bead there, and basically my chain should be able to hang up on this guy. I don't know how much work this is gonna take, but I know that I can weld this stuff quick. I can cut this stuff quick, and there's no issues. I think I should have this done in not that long a time. So let's get on it. All right, guys, I trusted my eyeballs. I didn't measure, but I kind of figured that'd be about good. So we usually used to throw our chains on this side and our binders on that side. So this is just the separation so they don't go sliding back and forth. So I got the material all prepped, sanded down. I got this end that I'm gonna weld prepped and sanded down. And right now I'm just gonna get to it, just start welding. All right, so now you can kind of see where my vision is. So we are going to weld, leave a little bit of a gap on this side so we can get good penetration. Pause. We're gonna throw a bead there, and then we're gonna drill a hole here. And then this is the portion that's gonna actually mount to the trailer box. Same thing here. This is gonna be our separation. We're just gonna weld there. It's gonna be like more of a support, and then so on and so forth. Gonna flip that other part this way, and that'll be it. So let's throw some tack welds on this, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. All right, we'll get some gas going through the line. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I just would rather use this material. I literally paid 20 bucks for this flat bar here, which is a little expensive, but I'd rather use, and then the material I had was already from another project. So like, instead of me going and paying somebody, I mean, what you guys let me know in the comments what you think this would cost if you drop this off at a place and had them build a mount like this. Going to trim a little bit of the wire. Oh, I had a dike right here. Look at this. Okay, throw a little bit of gas. I'm gonna guess the settings are pretty close to what I had on the last project, so I'm not really gonna worry about, you know, this is just mild steel, so this isn't like, this stuff doesn't have to be perfect. You know, you want to do a good job, but it, you know, it ain't the end of the world if it doesn't come out showroom quality. So that should be pretty level. So this is just like a little magnet from Harbor Freight. You know what, I'm gonna throw a level on here because it does have to bolt to the does have to bolt to the trailer frame, the box, so you don't want to, I don't know if you guys can see that, but this ball is what levels everything. And you don't want it, you want it to like, okay, if this is the flat surface, I want it to be perfectly flat when I'm bolting it up on there. I don't want it to be kind of wonky. So at least, we'll take our time and do that, even though I'm trying to make this a quick project. She's a little cold. My automatic helmet keeps going black because I got the garage door open. Just like that. We'll just check one more time, make sure it didn't droop, and it's still level. So that'll be fine. All right, first one done, and we'll just move on. I'm gonna use that one. This doesn't really matter. And guys, I didn't go to school for welding or anything. I literally just watched YouTube on how to do things. And if you're determined enough to do something yourself, you'll figure out how to do it. There's no one way, no one size fits all. Isn't it bad? I'm gonna do like 10 chains, 10 binders. The binders are gonna need a little more room because they're gonna be stacked up against each other. The chains don't need as much room, but that's pretty level or center on both sides, so we'll just rock it there. Come on, get out of here. There we go. We're making progress. Some is better than none. So we gotta flip this guy around. Hang that there. Put this here. Little flipper. Ugh. All right. Okay. Put that down. We're just gonna repeat, rinse and repeat. Put this guy here. Just like that. Come on, lay nice. Oh. Okay, I like that. Put up the ends. Looks like it's, yeah, there we go. A little crooked. I like that. We'll run it there. got them all tacked up. Now we just run some beads on it, and that's it. Take it. I'll take it. Kind of proud of that weld. I want you guys to see this. Not bad. I mean, you guys that weld for a living, or you guys that know a lot about welding or been welding since you were a kid, you'll probably say that was trash and whatever. Hey, I get it, but this is free. Gotta throw the right hand on there. I can't really do as good with my right hand. I feel like it's a little cold. Needs a little more. Really burn through. It's alright, it looks alright. But I'm going off of like just what I'm seeing. Like I don't even know realistically what I'm seeing, but just the little experience that I do have. Tastes good. Started smelling like I'm on fire, man. Good. Welds are flat. I mean, it looks good. It looks like it's burning in there good. I don't know. I feel like that needs more wire speed right there. So I don't know really, but going off of what I think. Get this vise out of here. Me and a buddy, Tony, well, I won't say me. My buddy Tony, when I used to park my truck in Portland at the place I used to work for, MG Transport, we built this vise out of an old aluminum wheel that they had and some material he had laying around. And this is the best thing I could have ever done, having like a portable vise like this. feel like it's just a little dirty. Try to crank the amps up on this one. I like it. Ain't the greatest. Damn sure ain't the greatest. I'll take it. Okay, so we got everything welded up. Got all my welds. Now what we have to do is we have to drill a hole here, here, and here. So when we mount this up to the trailer box, this will literally just bolt to the trailer box. So let's get to drilling holes. Okay, so I'm not gonna be drilling in any particular place. I'm just kind of gonna find the most center spot I can find and see how that looks. All right, we got some holes in there. We just got to drill one more. And that's it. All right, guys, so this is gonna go something like this. So it's gonna mount up in here. The only issue that I'm finding is where the box is mounted. I'm not taking the whole box off. Where I want this to be mounted is as high as possible, but it's looking like I'm gonna have to kind of come down a little bit just because I can't get under there to get a nut up there. But like I said, this is gonna go like that. So I need to find something that's gonna hold it up there, and then I'll drill some holes, and that's it. So I just grabbed my toolbox, holding it up there, and essentially that's kind of how it's gonna go. I know it's gonna get messed up, but it takes a couple seconds to throw some black paint on there. Make it look a little better. So I'm here under the trailer, and like I was saying, there's not a lot of room here between the frame and the box, and I can't get up in there like I want to thread bolts, and I'm not taking this box off. So I found just enough. That's just enough. That's all we needed. So I can get back here and tighten up the bolts. So let's get them all tightened up and see how she looks. All right, we got her all bolted up, and I don't have any chains yet. Hopefully sometime next week I'll get a set of chains in here, but that's a wrap. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.